never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Yeah, and talking to him after qualifying, he wasn't happy. You know, he made the mistake. He missed, you know, the end of qualifying.
Okay, Thompson was able to put in a 4.3, but that is not going to close down a 5-second gap now. 13, I reckon, because this is all very interesting, but it's a bit follow the leader. Clearly, the big chuck's been...
But he said, look, I'm just going to look over things. I'm going to talk to the technical staff. I'm going to review my...
So it really is between these three for the win, bar any design taken out of these KTM production machines is happening behind this leading trio.
Yeah, I raced them last year. I'm going to work off the experience I got from last year, see if I can... Oh, and a nasty moment.
Losses for the race winning chances.
And the guys know what it's like to run, you know, tyres of this age, the Pirelli's right. So we've still got Veda Pratama leading, but they're, you know, they're lapping now the 140, low 149. It's there for whoever it was behind Veda Pratama, but that's given Veda a bit of breathing space. At least to hang on very, very well indeed. They're tremendously, you know, predictable. So even if they... But Hakim's pole time was 148.2. Over, you know...
Got to give a shout out to Beñat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up there into 5th now in this leading...
Fade. It's a predictable fade. So the guys shouldn't be caught out. They, you know, through practice, they a second quicker than they're now going.
Well then, we've also got in group superb stuff from him. I was looking through his results from the European Talent Cup last year and
used tyres and new tyres, so they're very well prepared for the race situation.
The number 77 Ega Martinez there, here we are. So this is that battle for 4th. Brilliant. I wouldn't say he set the world alight, but Peter, that's what this series is all about. Equal machine. Well then, down the back straight we come, 4 laps to go. I mean, Peter, this is an exciting... Look at this. I mean, Carter Thompson leads them. You've got Fernandez behind them, Morelli there, Pugliese, the old scenery. It's about talent and how well you can work the motorcycle underneath you. And fighting race, it's gearing up for a crescendo right at the end. Just look at these riders. 3 sparring partners for the European Talent Cup, now in the Junior GP Moto 3 series. Goes Fernandez doing superb.
He is, and he's battling with Carter Thompson. Carter Thompson, as I say, you know, he didn't
rest into turn 6. Beñat Fernandez thinking, oh, look at me, I'm already fighting for the top 4. And all the way back to Guillaume Plon, who's back again.
He was fastest in first pre-practice session. He made a mess of qualifying as well, but obviously
he's got in the first race against the likes of Morelli. You know, this is for a 3rd season. Paul Bramstorff, who started 3rd.
So he got things sorted now because he's battling with the number 7 of Beñat Fernandez.
This is not what the usual battles we're used to seeing, actually, though, is it? Even though it's still exciting.
It is.
Finds himself in 11th.
Yeah, and then that's no, you know, it's not a bad place.
Zetmitani, the number 34 Asia Talent Cup champion, started 23rd on the grid.
Exciting, and I think, you know, it looks as though maybe Morelli, Fernandez and Thompson are going to get away in that to be in normal circumstances, but when you started on the front row of the grid, you really hope for more, obviously.
Yeah, he is up into 13th now, so he's a real bit of big beneficiaries. Beñat Fernandez falls away.
Second group, and they're going to be battling as the top 6.
Absolutely, they are not working together and hunting them down, unfortunately. It's now 3.8 back down the order to 12th place, unfortunately, in the final corner. Must have run wide there.
Battling for that 4th place, which of course, if any of these guys make a mistake, suddenly becomes a battle for the pole.
The Gaffers Morelli, speedway style, slides it into turn 6. But yes, Mitani, Japan, this is probably the most exciting rider to come out of the Asia Tour. Exactly that. So then, through the ultra-fast there to try and take back the 4th position from Carter Thompson. He does. Talent Cup for you lot since won a certain Tayo Furusato.
Yeah, and then he was a
right-handers on this beautiful back section of the Circuito de Jerez. Angel Nieto steep. No plan B. Absolutely nailing it, but then there's Beñat Fernandez coming up the inside now.
Another one of those who made a mess of qualifying, and that is why he started on the 8th row of the grid.
It's in so much history, isn't it? I mean, we do love coming here to have the opener of the Red Bull.
Yeah, and they're, as I say, they're all lapping a second slower than they did in practice, as well as much quicker in the free practice sessions.
Well then, Peter, we have Spain leading Malaysia. He's come every year. It's so spectacular.
It is indeed, and you know, it's well, Morelli was a second faster than that in qualifying.
leading Indonesia. Veda Pratama is well and truly on the cake.
It's got so much to offer. It really is a superb test of these young men. Hard on.
There is your third position on the grid rider, Ramersdorfer then. Very ace, isn't he?
Yeah,
chasing down the leading duo.
And he's going to pick up a double slipstream in a minute, isn't he? He has the brakes now, and it still is Veda Pratama that leads from Brian Uriarte and Hakim Danish with no
identifiable bright red helmet, Austrian flag colours. Thank you.
He already is. He'll get sucked into those three. He was super late on the brakes of the first lap. I wonder if nobody out of these three showing that they've got a little bit extra. Of course, Veda he came through the pack.
Ramersdorfer for making our lives a lot easier. Same goes for the likes of.
He's going to do the same thing again. Can he go from third to second to first?
We have not seen
and caught them, but he's been at the front. He's been unable to break away. Maybe he's going to try again.
Christian Daniel Jr. as well. He's currently in 9th spot. He's got the big stars and stripes all over his Indonesian rider, battling at the front of Rookies Cup like this and being this sort of exciting since Mario Aggi was super. Oh, this is a replay into turn 1. Pratama looking at the American red, white and blue as well, as you can see.
But it is no plan B. Marco Morelli last year.
But Mario and that little pint-sized rocket he was several years ago now. But Pratama, he's very, very neat indeed. I mean, what I was saying earlier, Peter, about him doing the Junior World Champions.
Winner here that leads that group. Let's see if he can break away from them. I don't think there's really any.
All over the back now of Hakim Danish. This is really great to see.
Absolutely.
Championship this year. He came here and he really did spectacularly well in Rookies Cup. This was the
realistic hope of them putting any kind of a dent in the leading trio, though.
Decent,
superb stuff. Now, he didn't fly past them on the brakes. He wasn't quite close enough on that lap, but he's
only series he was racing in Europe last year. Whereas now with Junior GP as well as Pratama and Uriarte,
going to be close now on the run in down to the final tight left-hander to end.
To go very wide indeed. Goodness me, boys. That was not necessary. Good recovery for Singapong, who's actually off the back of this group we're seeing now. He's in
lap 3. These guys are super quick pace.
Would like to make a grace.
Yeah, if
good gracious me.
If you're going to exceed track limits, exceed track limits.
You might as well do a bunny hop with it. 14th position coming across the line, leading the likes of Ramadipa, Da Costa, Agostinelli. Good correction of myself as we see Veda Pratama going up the inside. Then that's not normally a place you have as well, Brian.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I mean with the extra experience here in Europe, living over here, understand Vietnamese rider and also Monignane unfortunately falling back in this race. But take is it? Goodness me.
No.
Sorry, Peter, I was going to correct myself. We said that Singapong went down in the opening crash.